Okay, this is a dream that I had after the fire dream. So the fire dream I had at 2:47 a.m. on March 6th of 2024. I'm looking at my phone, sorry. And then after that dream I went back to sleep, and same day I had it March 6th, 2024. I had two dreams. Or I have two other dreams I'm gonna be telling you. So I had three dreams in total. One's really quick. Okay, so I had the fire dream, and then this dream came next. I was in a neighborhood, and I was in a home that's not mine right now, not where I live, and really nice neighborhood, really nice home, um, like a brick home, stone home. I don't know, brick home. Just really nice neighborhood, and it was me and my husband and my two children. And for some reason, I remember being in the kitchen. Normally I record these as soon as I have them on my phone. That's why I show and the dates and the times, so I don't miss anything or get anything wrong, say anything wrong, and you can see when I had them. Kind of a proof for those that need it that, God speaks and I just didn't put it out. Oh, I heard something, I saw something on YouTube, and all of a sudden here I am just riding coattails on something. And because it has nothing to do with me and everything to do in God's glory, that He talks and He warns and He cares for His children. And you just have to listen. You just have to listen. And when you get something, you have to be obedient and faithful to put it out. Um, so, this dream, I was in the kitchen, and I don't remember. I'm sorry I did that, but I don't remember what brought my attention to the outside. But I walked out. I kind of followed my husband, and my kids were following. We all went outside, and I walked down the front porch steps. And in my front yard, so like when you walk down the steps, um, it was kind of like the steps and then the driveway, not the driveway, a sidewalk went from the steps and it turned to go to the driveway, and then the garage was right there at the front of the house as well. Um, but where it turns, you've got the front yard going to the street, and there was a tent, like someone had set up a tent to live in that tent in our front yard. And I remember looking at it, and I saw this man's head. It was a Caucasian man, um, 50s or so, he, scruffy beard, white hair. Um, he just looked mad, like disgruntled, And he peeked out the tent and looked at me, and he was just mad. I can't remember the exact words, but it was to the effect, "You were supposed to be gone. Like, you have no right to be here. You were supposed to be gone." And I knew in my spirit that in the dream that I was talking to the devil, that it was not a man on earth. It was a man that was biding his time, and we were supposed to be gone. Okay. And he was saying, "You were supposed to be gone. You have no right to be here. Like, your contract's up. Like, you have no right to be here." And something about, he was mad, like my husband hadn't, he did some kind of contract, or hadn't really signed the contract for the house or something like that, and you were supposed to be gone because he wanted to take over. um and I remember him just like taking his fist to the ground and like, "You were supposed to be gone," you know and I was standing in front of him, and he's kind of bent over, like, still not like in my face standing, but he's like in this tent, like halfway in and halfway out, and talking to me. And I'm standing there, and I'm like looking at my husband, who's on the sidewalk by the garage, and my husband's walking very nonchalantly, just not dealing with the situation. I guess, okay? And my kids are kind of looking at me, but they followed my husband like out of the situation, I guess, or they went into the house, and I'm standing there and I'm talking to the devil, okay? Um, and I was trying to figure out what happened, what made him think he had right to this house, okay? And I was like, we're children of God. And I was like, wait, no, like, okay, we're leaving, we're getting out. Um, but I was like, my children, they need to leave. They need to go. My children need to go. They need safety. So I need to figure out when that is, like when we're leaving. And he says something like a week. Okay. And I knew that in the dream, I don't know if actually March 6th is a Wednesday. Let me look. Hold on. Okay. So in the dream, um, okay, so March 6th, when I'm having the dream, it is a Wednesday. So he was like a week. And I said, and I kind of got not sneaky, like bad or sinful, but I said, okay, a week, but Thursday at 6 p.m. So it's March 6th, we had the dream. And I said, okay, a week, but Thursday at 6 p.m., which would have been March 14th. Looking at my calendar, that would be a week and a day. Okay. And I said, so March 14th at 6 p.m., we will be gone. Okay. Um, Now I didn't take that when I was in the dream, the feeling of like he was mad. Okay. And I didn't take that. I didn't have a feeling of fear. I didn't have a feeling of, um, I think I was just more confused on why he thought he had a contract on something or, and why he was in my yard thinking he could take over. Um, and then, um, I walked to go back in the sidewalk, like up to the porch, like up the steps. And I was walking up the steps to go back in the house. And my husband had been in the garage. So the garage was open, but they were not on it anymore. And so, as I was walking up the steps to go into the front door, um, he had come out of the tent. Okay. So the older man had come out of the tent. Um, so the devil, okay, had come out of the tent and he was headed inside my garage. And all of a sudden, when he's walking in the garage, there's this woman with him that is cackling. She kind of is laughing, like cackling, and she's overweight. And don't get offended. I'm not saying much. I'm okay, but I'm giving you visuals. She's overweight. Um, she's got short, chopped like darker hair, and I could tell that she was like a minion to him. Okay, and some kind of spirit that was hanging around with him. Okay, and as they were both walking into my garage to like be in there or have claim and do something. Um, she's laughing like haha, like you're gonna be gone, and or haha or whatever. And he looks at me and he makes a very um I mean, we know that the devil's not he's not good. He is just a liar and bad, right? Okay. So this man, which is the devil in my dream, he looks at me and he kind of laughingly goes, oh yeah, a nice mustache, or something like that, something to the effect of trying to put me down somehow and make me feel bad about myself and maybe appearance or something, because that's what he does, either, so he can get you into pride and looks and worrying and thinking you're not good enough or something. Um, so I just kind of looked at him like, okay, and I just walked inside the house. Okay, so that was the end of that dream. Still don't know. Can't. Still don't know about that dream. Still can't figure that one out, but that was the end of that one. The next one came immediately after it. It's going to be really quick. Okay, I'm looking at a soccer field, and there's parents dropping off their children, like boys and girls, um, to practice, like soccer practice. They're all geared up in their little soccer gear. Okay, and they're probably be around like 5 to 8 years old. Okay, and I'm seeing a goalpost, and there's a young man that is the coach, teaching the little soccer team, the little kids or whatever. And there's a little girl standing beside him, and then here comes this little boy from, the parents' car running up to the field, ready, like for the first day of like practice or soccer or something. And um, they have to say their names or who they're going to be, like for that season. Like, guess give names. Okay. And the little girl said something, but the little boy looked at the soccer coach, okay, the young man, and said, Beelzebub. And the soccer coach goes, Oh, the king of all kings, or king of kings. And I woke up and I was like, Wait. When I woke up, I was like, That doesn't even make sense. What? Beelzebub? Beelzebub? Like, isn't that's Satan, right? Why in this dream would that be said? Why would that be said? And why is it like no big deal? Is he already ruling on the earth? I don't know. Is he like what is it about that? Um I don't know. When does soccer season start? I can't remember. Um what was about that it was no big deal and that this little kid was idolizing? But obviously we know that what's being taught to our children in schools and around and what they're listening to and what they put in their ears and eyes gates and is being fed is coming out. So parents, we need to pay attention. You need to pay attention, and you need to stop it and protect your little ones. But I don't know if this was an after because of that house dream, like you're supposed to be gone. So was it meaning like the Christians are supposed to be gone, and then all of a sudden you have these what's left, and then they're idolizing this man. Um. Anyway, so that's the dreams. That's the dreams.